Hey guys, welcome back to Blessings and Surprise. In today's video, we are going to tackle my mess of a freezer in the upstairs kitchen. This is a project I've been meaning to get to for so long because I was sick of everything falling out every time I was trying to reach for something and not being able to find what I'm looking for. So today we are going to tackle that. So grab your to-do list and let's work along together. So this is a look at our freezer, the current state of it. The door is not too bad because I just have like some random walnuts, pecans, hazelnuts and stuff in mason jars up here. I do keep my nuts in the freezer so they don't go rancid. But yeah, this, oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. You can tell I tried to do some organizing with like bins and stuff. Ignore the label, that was from the refrigerator. It's not leftovers. Just never took that off because I do like switch bins in and out and just didn't feel like relabeling every time. But yeah, I tried to organize with these bins, which I thought, oh, that's great. I can just pull it out and get to what I need, except for the fact that like when I pull it out, then it just causes a big avalanche of all the stuff that's on top of it that doesn't fit in the bin. So I think I have a fix for that. I'm gonna try it and just see what happens. But I have more of these bins and I realized that I have this little shelf divider thingy and that bin fits underneath it. This is the same size bin as that. So what I could technically do is that and you know, try to stack it that way and then just not fill it above that so I can pull it out and hopefully not cause an avalanche. But some of the stuff is going to be taller than that, so I might end up using some of these baskets for like the taller stuff. This is kind of just an experiment. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I just grabbed like every wire basket and container and shelf divider that I could find from the basement, and we're gonna play around with it and see what happens. That's the spray bottle. I just wiped them all down with vinegar spray just to clean them up because they were down in the basement in storage. So I'm just gonna get to it and see what happens here. Okay, for right now, I'm just leaving the door the way it is, and I have ice cubes and ice cube trays right there. I'm gonna leave that there, but the problem with this is like, I know I can say already that I have rebought stuff that I already had that I didn't need to buy, and that's how stuff gets wasted. I hate doing that. The only system that is working pretty well is my bacon storage. I eat a lot of bacon. Like an obscene amount of bacon. But anyways, I get this kind from Aldi. It has no sugar added because I can't do sugar. So they have pork bacon and turkey bacon. So I have them in this bin, and I use a little shelf divider thingy. I don't know if you can see that, but it's one of those adjustable shelf dividers. I can link it for you if you're interested. But just to separate the turkey from the pork so that I get whichever one I'm looking for at the time. But anyways, that's kind of the only bin that is working right now. But we're gonna try to tackle this mess. I'm just starting by trying to gather light objects. So I have like all my frozen fruit. I'm gonna put that in one place over here. I'm just gonna use these empty bins to sort right now and go from there. honestly don't even know what this is. I think this is like ice cubes that I froze with mint and lime juice in them, I think, maybe. Because I make like a minty limeade. I feel like I did that. I'm trying to smell it. It doesn't even smell like anything. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. We'll figure that out another day. For now, I just need to find somewhere to put it. So there we go. Okay, so I have this stuff sorted, and now I have an idea of how big of a container I need for each thing. It looks like the biggest stuff is our fruit, frozen fruit, and just like the random store-bought products, I guess. I don't buy a ton of this stuff. We don't go through it that quickly. I usually cook from scratch, but I do like to have just easy stuff on hand for those days when we're really busy, or if I'm not home and the kids need to make something on their own, then they have easy stuff to pull from. Like we use these English muffins. They can just microwave these to thaw them out and then put like sauce and cheese on them and make little pizzas out of them. They can use them for sandwiches. These are obviously like real easy. The girls just heat those up and that's fine. You know, French fries, garlic bread is a must because my family, well, my husband is Italian, so we do not have pasta night without garlic bread. That is just how that goes. Some hot wings, got some gnocchi. Our store only carries frozen gnocchi. I couldn't find it in a box, so I had to get frozen. I try not to like get too much frozen stuff at once, just so we don't have our freezers jam-packed, but this is my husband's standard breakfast. He loves toaster strudels. I don't know. Don't get me started. Trying to get him to eat healthy is a struggle. So we let him have his toaster strudels. It's fine. Then I saw this like one random tuna steak I didn't even know was up here. I do store most of my fish and meat actually downstairs in our downstairs freezer, so I'll probably take that down there. And then same with like, I found a random brick of pork. I don't know what that's doing up here. That goes in our deep freezer. And some fish. I'm probably gonna take that down too, because I store the fish downstairs. This was a bag of pepperoni that I didn't realize we had in there. So that can go with like pizza night with the English muffins. So I will keep that up here so the kids can find it easily. And then we just had like, I can't even tell you how long these have been in there. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna throw them away because they've been in the freezer for forever. And we have so much other junk. I'm just gonna throw these away. My husband's fancy coffee that he buys from his special store, and then some frozen custard. That we generally store downstairs too, but this one's almost empty, so I'll probably just keep it up here. Let my husband finish that off. So this section is garlic. So I will try to find my blog post and link it for you about how I make these garlic cubes, but it is so much easier to just process all your garlic all at once for the year and be done with it, because you know how like your fingers get really smelly and sticky and you have to pull out either the garlic press, which is really hard to wash, or you have to mince it all with a knife, and it just, you know, it's difficult, takes forever, and you have to dirty the cutting board and the knife and the, you know, or the garlic press, whatever you're using. You're gonna smell like garlic for 3 days afterwards, which I love garlic, don't get me wrong. It's wonderful, but you might not wanna smell like it all the time. So like what I do is we grow garlic, and so I harvest it all at once, and it's a long day, but I do peel every clove, throw all the cloves into the food processor to mince them up, and then I put them in ice cube trays and just cover them with a little bit of olive oil and freeze them. So that way, anytime I'm cooking and I want to add fresh garlic, I just grab one of these ice cubes, dump it in the pan, and just let it melt in, and it's so easy. So I don't have to mess around with the cutting board and the knife and getting all sticky and all that. So it's something I've been doing for years now, and this is just so much easier than dealing with fresh garlic. Plus my fresh garlic would always like go bad before I could use it. I don't know, like stuff just sprouts really quickly in our house. It must be warm or something, but it would always sprout and I'd end up throwing half of it away. So this way it's good all year. You don't have to worry about it, and that's that. So I also do the same thing with lemon juice. So a lot of times I like to add lemon to my water, but don't necessarily feel like defrosting a lemon from the freezer to, you know, zest it and peel it and, well, not peel it, but zest it and slice it and juice it and all that stuff just to have like a little splash of lemon in my water. And I don't like to buy the store-bought lemon juice because it has added stuff in it and like sulfites and all kind of stuff. So I did the same thing with my lemons that I did with the garlic, where I just processed them all at once. I got a whole bunch of bags of lemons, I juiced them all at once, and then froze the lemon juice into ice cube trays. So now if I want to add lemon to my water, I just grab one of these cubes, drop it in, and I'm good to go. This is a container of bacon fat because we do not waste bacon fat in this house. After I cook the bacon, I just drain all the grease into a mason jar, stick it in the freezer or in the fridge if we're going to use it sooner, and use that for cooking oil. And then I also have ginger. I keep my ginger in the freezer, and I peel it ahead of time so that way you can just grate in a little bit of frozen ginger to whatever you're cooking. So that's that. And then this is my pesto cubes. So this is obviously, I guess, last year's pesto cubes, but they're still good, whatever. I mean, okay, so disclaimer, don't sue me if you eat your old pesto cubes and get sick, okay? Like, I eat them, but like, if it's probably not recommended to store them that long in the freezer, but you know, we've been fine, but you do you. So anyway, but my pesto, we grow basil in our garden, so I use the garlic that we grow and the basil that we grow and grind those together. And I think I add some lemon juice and salt and olive oil and just make pesto out of that. And I freeze it in ice cube trays once again. So this is really convenient when you want to do like a quick crock pot meal. You can take just chicken, throw it in the crock pot and put like, you know, 5 or so of these cubes on top of it, and it'll slow cook and it'll all like simmer down and cover the chicken, and it makes a really nice sauce too. So anyways, that's what we use those for most of the time. That's another like food prep time-saving trick that I do. So anyways, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You know, we got like fruit. We do save like when our bananas start to get brown, we cut them up and stick them in the freezer. We'll use them for smoothies or for Yo-Nanas. If you guys know what Yo-Nanas are, they are delightful. Just got veggies. Some of them are store-bought, some are from our garden. So we got like, you know, cauliflower, peas, sweet corn from the garden. Oh, this is rhubarb from our garden. Technically, I don't know if this is a fruit or a vegetable. I just like it with the vegetables because who knows, but it's not that important to me. I don't care. As long as I know where it is, it's fine. Then we got some leftovers from Thanksgiving. We got some sweet corn and some mashed potatoes here that were just left over from Thanksgiving that we couldn't eat fast enough. Showed you the bacon. This is all the ice packs that we have. So that's what all was in our upstairs freezer. Now I am just gonna try to play Tetris in my freezer and try to rearrange everything and get it to fit without causing an avalanche. So here we go. Bin is actually perfect for that shelf, so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna see if I can like organize the store-bought foods into one of those and see if I can make that pretty. Okay, the back of the freezer sticks out a little bit more in the middle. So cross your fingers, I hope the door closes. Let's see. Yes! Yes! It closes. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay. This is fantastic. But I think I'm gonna switch the store-bought stuff with the fruit because I get the fruit more often, so I'm gonna move that over. Okay, top shelf is done. Now everything else has to fit underneath. Those are going downstairs. I actually store most of my veggies in the downstairs freezer too. So this would just be like stuff I want to use quickly. I'll bring up here. So I shouldn't need a huge bin for that. Definitely need room for my bacon. Yeah, that's non-negotiable. The bacon stays up here. There's only one of these left. I'm just gonna take it out. This box is half empty. I'm just gonna put it in a Ziploc bag to save space. If you weren't someone who makes this all the time, you can just write on a Ziploc bag what the cooking instructions are, but we make it so much I already know. This stuff is gonna go downstairs. This we're gonna have 2 nights from now, so I'm just gonna stick it in the fridge to defrost it because we're gonna eat it soon. And the mashed potatoes can go downstairs with the fish and meat. So now all that's left to find space for are the ice packs. And I do use these regularly when I take my lunch with me when I leave the house. So, and I use them for grocery shopping. So we're gonna need to find a place. There should be another one here. Let's see what I can do in here. Just need a spot for one more. You know what? I'm just gonna put it on top of the fruit because that's all I got. Works. Okay, we're done. It actually was easier than I thought it would be. I'm really excited. All those containers fit perfectly in there. And that was just like a total thank you God thing because it was just random stuff that I had downstairs in the basement that I just hung on to for whatever reason. So it worked out, didn't have to buy any bins, everything was here. I'm just gonna take this meat downstairs and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, so here is the finished product. This is so much better. It might still look full, but now everything is accessible. I can pull this whole basket out and nothing falls down and hits me in the foot or, you know, breaks a toe. Nothing falls out when I'm reaching for something. This is the only thing that's kind of like blocking the ice cubes, but like I said, it's almost empty. I'm sure my husband will finish that off any day now. And then that won't be in the way, so we'll just have the ice cube trays accessible and everything else is accessible. I ended up just putting the ice packs in the door here, so it is kind of in front of the nuts, but I know what's there. That's something that I eat on a regular basis because that's one of my biggest sources of fat and I have to eat a high fat diet. So I know that they're there. I know where to find them when I need them. And that is the freezer. Here's a little before and after of my late night organization project, part 1. Part 2 will be coming out shortly as soon as I get the video edited. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you next time.